You got one life, for crying out loud. You might as well just give it all you got.
The Deej, Dan Jordan.
Your daily dose of reality. Your daily dose of the Deej.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need my daily dose of the Deej.
I make the news. I don't watch the news. I'm a leader.
The Sales Energizer, Dan Jordan.
Listen, don't worry how to sell, baby. Worry about why people buy. And it's fun.
You don't need a 5-hour energy. All you need is the Sales Energizer.
Just when I think it's not going to be as fun as the one before, each one gets successfully better. What's the word I'm looking for? What's it going to take to get you into this car today, huh?
And now, please welcome the Sales Energizer, Dan Jordan.
Boom!
That's exactly that. Let's do that. My man, Chris Stone, we're back again. Another fine, fun-filled day here in the Southern Command Center in beautiful Marietta, Georgia, where the skies are dripping with inspiration, motivation, and unbelievable deals here on Amazon. Welcome aboard, unmute, play around, do all you have to do. I'm in an exceptionally good mood today. Ask me why, Chris Stone.
Why are you in an exceptionally good mood today,
I'm in an exceptionally good mood because I just got an email that said, Matthew and I have been trying to get together and start this business, that forestry mulching business, which is awesome with those machines. It's like a big skid steer and all that stuff. But we've been going through the SBA financing, and it's 3 months. 3 months of like total, here I'm naked in front of you. And I've never really gotten a loan from anything other than kind of family and friends, like for business things. Of course, a mortgage we used to bank. But because I've always been self-employed, there's just a common thing. If you want to get a house, you want to get a mortgage, you don't want to show them all the stuff, you got to put down 20%. So we always did stuff like that. And so I've never really worked through the system before, but we got an email today saying that Thursday, baby, we are funded and ready to roll and start a business and get it going again.
Boom.
And so I'm psyched beyond belief.
In your face.
That's
Nailed
right.
it.
But it's a very precarious situation right now because my back I'm about 80%. But when you're 80%, it's tough because that's my motto. If you're 80% of anything, go for it. Is this not the best? Don't I look cool when I'm talking now because I got the mic right here? Like this would be all right. Hey, so we're doing stuff, and this is what everybody does. But when you put the mic right here, now you look like you're somebody. You know what I mean? Now you got force behind you. Gravitas, as we like to say. Even if it's not plugged in. By the way, this is the Samsung. What is this? The Samsung Q2U?
What is this? On sale today. 14% off. Only $60 gets you the best podcast mic on the planet.
Is it really only $60?
Only $60. It's
only
on sale
$60
today,
deserves a song. Well, a little bit of Deej and a whole lot of you. Add a glass of Starlight in the Samsung Q2U. Then let it rise for 100 years or two. And that's the recipe for making sound. And if you get it right, you'll know it. It's not like anything you bought before. But if you get it wrong, you'll know it, 'cause they won't keep you coming back for more. No, I didn't get it from my grandma's book upon the shelf. Didn't get it from a magical or culinary elf. No, I think it was Ricky who told me, you can get it all yourself. And that's the recipe. I tell you, that's the recipe for making sound for you and me. Buy the Samsung Q2U before they're gone here on Amazon. Gosh.
Man, you nailed it.
Mood I'm in today.
God, how do you nail that note like that?
Yeah, well, it comes from the diaphragm. Actually, I'm not nearly that good if it weren't for the Samsung Q2U in my hand. Even when it's not plugged in, it's that good.
You know what I really like about it?
Of Sophie Bell? After we look at the Samsung Q2, because if you don't have it ready, that's fine. I'm not expecting things from you, Chris Stone. I feel as if I'm asking more of you than you're willing, that you're capable of doing. I understand your.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is it that you I'm supposed to be getting ready?
I have my daughter who was singing, and the way she sounded before and after the Samson Q2U. I mean, yes, yeah. So it was one of those things. I would have thought you would have got it right.
I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there.
Yeah.
And that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's so cute how they just like instinctively do all the moves and everything. I mean, how much better would they look if they were, instead of holding that, those spatulas, listen, you get a good spatula, it's going to cost you $15. For another $45, you can get the Samson Q2U. And it's real, and it works. Of course, not mine, because it's not plugged in, because I'm moving around quite a bit over here.
Well, speaking of plugged in, Dan, the one great thing about the Samson Q2U, if you're thinking about podcasting or maybe just improving your sound if you're on Zoom calls, because a lot of people are at home, they're remote, they're working on their quote unquote virtual presence, and you can just take this microphone and you could just plug it right directly into your computer. You plug it into your computer, and boom, you sound like Dan Jordan.
I would do it, but in the midst of this, I'd probably screw something up. But it's a profound difference between, and for $60, it's literally, it's almost insane not to. Some people have called me saying, anyway, getting back to what I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted by these strange thoughts that come into my head on a regular basis. I'm at 80% with my back. And so I'm ready to start jumping around and flopping all over the place. But one little tweak, one little gyration the wrong way. And it's not often that you get to use the word gyration. So I'm going to just flip over here. And there are things that you got to, for self-improvement, you just got to, kind of don't know know your limitations. But only when you're not 100%. By the way, that's something I've learned a long time ago. Never say you're sick. If you say you're sick, it'll last for longer. Instead of that, what you do is you just say, I'm not 100%. And so right now I'm not 100%. So hey, what's going on? Who is this? The Rickster. Rickster, call your friends. We missed you yesterday. It was a good show. Anyhow, so we're going to start off with Sir Mix-a-Lot here, ladies and gentlemen.
And we have a frozen Dan Jordan at this point.
What you need to do is eat fresh foods so the nutrients embellish your body, infuse your body with energy and vitality, the likes of which, the way you're supposed to live. And as long as you can, here, I got a pear. I'm going to eat a pear today. You know why I'm going to eat a pear today? Because I found a pear today in my house. Why not eat it? But what happens is, actually, with the pears, you always eat the whole thing, don't you? Anyway, this would have been a much better story if this had been a different fruit. But anyway, I'm going to have the pear. So listen, a lot of times you don't want to have milk. Some people are lactose intolerant. Personally, myself, I am mask intolerant. But so I use other things. But I'm not lactose intolerant.
Dan, I'd like to just remind some folks that there's a lot of people that are watching other places besides Amazon right now because they just can't get enough of the Deej. So if you are watching on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all the tubes, the party with Ricky, who's hanging out, who's 86% and found a pear, is on Amazon, and we made it easy for you to get to Amazon by going to thepitchman.live. So go to your browser, type in thepitchman.live, and join us here live on Amazon.
Yeah, by the way, I would really be grateful if you did that, because it's awesome over here when you're in the zone. But so I decided, I found out with Sir Mix-a-Lot, instead of for you lactose intolerant people, We watch, you were saying watching on all the tubes and automatic. So if you're watching on, YouTube or the fallopian tubes, anything there, come over here. Here's where the action is. Instead of using milk, I'm going to make almond milk. Everybody likes to use almond milk. Oh, I'm a big almond milk guy. Here I am. I'm making milk with almonds. So I found it. You know what almond milk is? It's water and almonds. So I got some almonds in here. Now I mixed them with lemon juice. I'm going to put lemon juice in here. Why? Because lemon juice makes everything taste better. So now I'm going to put it in here. But you see how I'm not going crazy with my back, Chris Stone? I'm being very careful.
That's good. Practicing
right,
self-care.
There's going to be no setting up tents today. So I think this will work. And I'm going to put some ice in there because the thought of like warm almond milk makes me gag a little. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a little ice in there. What the heck? Once again, there's no Vitamix police. Right, Ricky? I have no idea if this is going to work. So I'm going to time it. Actually, I should show you how the timer works. So I'm going to set the timer. My phone's ringing. Oh, Pleasantdale, California. Hold on. Let's set
Bill
the
collector.
timer. Don't they know that we're here live on Amazon.live? They're not watching. Had they been watching, they would know. So I'm going to set the timer. In 40 seconds, almond milk. I was about to mention how good it's going to be, but I never really know. So your Vitamix, you could use it for like 3 meals a day. You could have this morning, I had eggs this morning. If you put them in the Vitamix, they get very fluffy. I had fluffy eggs this morning. I'm having this for lunch because when your back is bad, the worst. It's actually exciting when it shuts off on its own. But then again, so when your back is bad, one of the hardest things to do is that you try to avoid most. First is sneezing. But second is going to the bathroom. So it's good to have more liquid stuff. All right.
Hey,
so,
Dan,
ladies and gentlemen.
Could you move your camera maybe a little bit over?
Shucks. You got to tell me that ahead of time, man.
Okay. Sir Mix-a-Lot cam.
Okay. There it is. There it is.
Boom.
All right. So we have almond milk. I'm going to taste it first to see if just almond milk on its own is good. It looks awfully thick. I guess you could strain it.
Yeah. So the idea, Dan, it is that you need blanched almonds and you need to soak them overnight and use those almonds for almond milk.
I think you're crazy.
You basically made almond cream.
This is fabulous. This is like really good. It's flavorful. You know what made it? The lemon juice. It's actually flavorful. I think you're wrong there. Okay, so now I'm going to add this. I found some yogurt. This is Noosa yogurt. I don't know what it is. I'm going to throw that in. Actually, I have a spoon. Can you see? Yeah, you see. Now, as you can see, I'm measuring exactly. Throw one of these in. It's fun to do. What else? Oh, and ice.
Anybody in the chat have any ideas for what Dan could throw into the Vitamix? Chat's wide open, including Ryan Swanstrom, who's in the house.
Ryan, my
Straight
man!
out of the Dakotas.
Pull on. Ryan is a contributor in his own right, and he's actually funnier than me, and I dislike him for that. All right, so we're just going to do this. Very colorful. All right. Unlike yesterday, I came prepared with paper towels. So, but do I need a paper towel? Woo! I hope you all are as excited as I am. Oh, I got to do this with the lime. This is so, by the way, this is the lime cam right here. You know, my daughter, who's 19 and very, very self-sufficient, she's just terrific. I hardly could talk about her without tearing up. She's like perfect. And but she's very independent, and she does everything for herself, and it's frustrating. But she's anyway. She was going to work today, and she was a little not the other day, and she was a little late. And she asked if I could make her lunch, and I'm like, it was such a gift to give to me, to allow me to make her lunch, and so I made it all perfect. Now I have to do it every day, and I love it. So it's something that I can do. But one of the things I would always do is like plating. Apparently, is very important, and so. Your smoothie is going to taste better, A, if you put it in a nice glass, and B, if you do this. See that? What did I do it here? Now we're on vacation. So what is this? This is a pear, lemon yogurt, almond milk smoothie. I'm going to take this off.
Yeah, and while you're having a sip of that, Dan, today you can save $77, 22% off of Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's only $272 today. This is the top selling Vitamix there is. And why wouldn't you want to make your life better? Yeah. That's just another added value.
Yeah, actually, I'm digging the almond milk. I mocked the almond milk. I scorned the almond milk, and now I'm an almond milk fanatic. I will never have anything. This is like obsessive compulsive. That's how I am. I will never have anything other than almond milk again. Right, Ricky?
So Dan, you mentioned Ryan. This is Ryan's. He's another Amazon content creator, Amazon Live influencer. He's got a great shop here, so you can follow him on Amazon. That's his shop name, Ryan Swanstrom, PhD. Not only is he funnier than you, he has more degrees than you, Dan.
That's right.
And look at he's on the great product video train that we know and love. Oh, it looks like he's got Ryan. Is this your partner in life here? Is this who do you have with you? Oh, I was on his show when he was demonstrating this. He also does a show with Marco Novo.
Oh, Marco Polo.
Yeah, it's the show's called Homazin, and he demonstrated this. It lights up. But yeah, great guy. Always really engaging on his shows. Knows a lot about a lot of different things. So follow Ryan Swanstrom.
So, Ryan, we have to have you on the show. I'm not going to use the word collaboration. I'm just so sick and tired of all these fancy words. I think we need the persistent collaboration of the intergalactic forces that the membranes force into the plasmatic interludes. Everybody, when you're in a business situation, they just think they can use 4 syllables.
That was awesome. It was sounding like a Parliament Funkadelic song that you just like put out.
Yeah, well, it's it was my segue into talking about Dealcasters tonight. A lot of you people may or may not realize this, but Chris Stone is the Amazon Live aficionado, and he does all these themed types of events. And so why don't you talk about your themed event that you have going on tonight?
We could do that. I was kind of prepared, but kind of not. But yeah, we'll do that right now.
Okay. I could kibitz with lots of fancy words, collaboration. Yes.
So, this is our show that we're going live tonight. We do once a week. We do a show called Dealcasters After Dark, and tonight because it's May the 4th. Mm-hmm.
I have to cut you off for a second because what I would be calling it is Dealcasters in the night after Deej Delight. Okay, go on.
Okay. And so those of you who are Star Wars fans know that it is May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day. And so Jim Fuse and I are going live, Dealcasters Live, Dealcasters After Dark. Go to dealcasters.live. We're going to be doing all kinds of fun stuff. We've got trivia. We're doing giveaways. And there's going to be, I'm not going to give it away, but if you do look in the carousel, there's a particular musical instrument that is in the carousel that is related to science fiction. And there will be a full demonstration of that musical instrument tonight by me.
Oh,
So,
really?
7:00 Eastern, dealcasters.live. May the 4th be with you.
Oh,
And
I'll be there.
we're going to have some fun.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Okay, so everything's a song. So yesterday I talked about the chair that I have to get because of my challenge. So I was looking at this chair, and then I decided not to get it because I found these other ones that I can't figure out. But I know that these back knee chairs are going to be great because I've created one back here by myself. So look at this. If you could pull up one of those rocking chairs, I think this. Did you get the sleek one there?
Did you say the rocking chair?
Not the rocking chair, the knee chair.
You mean the ergonomic kneeling chair? Yes. Yeah, I have one of those in there. I haven't put a rocking chair yet in there, Grandpa. But you keep messing up your back. We'll have rocking chairs in there in no time.
Okay, sorry. So anyway, this is what it is. It's because of the bench. Listen, if you want to take care of yourself, you need a workout bench and some weights. I'm not going to touch them now. I'm not going to screw things up. But another use for the workout bench, you put your knees on this. And then I have my makeshift desk here, which is, of course, made out of the adjustable ladder. Everybody must have one of these adjustable ladders by this point. Oh, that one's not in the stream. I always find one thing that I know will be really good that Chris Stone forgets to put in the carousel below. So, but look how good this is. This doesn't hurt your back at all. So they actually make chairs with this same design. And I bought one yesterday, but then I canceled it because I saw different ones there that we have. That sleek one I kind of digging, but they have different ones like the Aspen design or the the Colorado something there. A real producer would be pulling it up right now on the screen, but how much can you expect from this kind of situation?
I only need one more spinning plate.
Okay.
Do you think they sell spinning plates on Amazon? Because I could add that too.
So the chairs are I think this is the thing of the future. The only challenge is I'm thinking about this. Maybe you can help me because you won't be able to spin in them like this. I don't know if that's an issue. What do you think, Ricky? I gotta go to the chat. I was in Sing It, Deej. I was in Deej made his own chair. That has to be, yeah, that's right. It's perfect posture. Ryan, it's exactly right. But they make I thought I was going to be like, one of the things to improve your life is to improve your creativity. I actually have this book, Thinker Toys. And it's just you read it at night and it just makes your mind explode. It's just an entire book of like little mind tricks to play around with, but it actually makes you more creative. So when you have a problem, instead of thinking, or a challenge, hey, why'd you take that chair off? That was good.
Because you're talking about a book, and I
let's go down and look at the books. We're on Thinker Toys. Okay, but what happens is instead of like just having a problem and moaning, oh my gosh, why is this me? Why? You start thinking, how can I fix it? How can I make it better? How can I find something new? And then there's a crazy thing, and it's called asking. And everybody out there has a sphere of influence of 250 or now even more with social media, 500, 1,000 people that you could ask questions and get answers. Before I started doing, and Ryan, maybe you were the same, before I started with Amazon Live here, I said, what the heck is this thing all about? What do I do? And how do I get started? And you go online and you say, how do I do it? And you learn how. And I think that's the beauty of chairs like that. Someone had a problem, instead of just complaining about it, which is so easy to do. I mean, anybody can complain. They figured out a way to do stuff, and that goes for everybody watching this. I'm going to get this book. There's another book that I put here, and actually, this is a book called by Jeffrey Gitomer called Go Live, and I would give it away because it's signed, but it says, "Hey Dan." So if your name is Dan and you follow me, I'll send it to you. Or if I need someone whose name is Dan who wants a free book. But I read this book and I said, heck, this is crazy. I got to go live. What do I do? How do I find out? And then, of course, I talked to Chris Stone, who gave me mostly terrible information. But one of the things he did tell me, oh my gosh, look at this, Chris Stone. Remember this guy was on your show?
Yeah. He had Podfest Masterclass is happening right now, including next week. A couple people
Really?
are speaking at it. Yeah.
Is Ryan speaking at it?
I don't think so. Ryan, are you speaking at Podfest?
How does the DJ get on?
I don't know. You got to know somebody.
Hey, did we get a new follower? It's about time. I was killing it for a while, and then it slacked off. Hello, Pakistan.
Alina Dean.
Alina Dean. Adonalam. Hashem. That's a Jewish song. Adonalam is like a famous, you sing it on Passover. Okay. For all the Jews out there, but listen, Adinalim. No, I am not speaking at Podfest. How come the DJ isn't speaking at podcast? For me, you just wind me up. I'll speak. How long is it? 5 hours? No problem. I can't wait until what are those days that everybody buys everything on Amazon?
Prime Day.
Oh yeah, Prime Day. Yes, Prime Day. Prime Day. It's DJ Day. Everybody's coming to DJ a lot. So I am here's a little. I'm gonna probably give more information than I should. I literally have never purchased anything on Amazon. I just don't, I just not, because I have a wonderful wife who does that stuff for me. And so today, because I've been doing all these cooking shows, Cooking with Christy. Ooh, let me get the Samson cue to you. Cooking with Christy, cooking high. I got to think of a song.
The song Running on Empty, which is what you're singing, is available on Amazon Music for the car buying public.
Yeah, they screwed up the word. Cooking when the flames don't know how to fly. I have to think up new words for that song. Anyhow, because I've been doing so much, I've been doing a bunch of cooking, I realize I need some more tools. That flipping air fryer thing is unbelievable. Do we have an air fryer on here, Chris Stone?
We do.
Good. So I'm going heavy. We just purchased it today, so I imagine it'll come tomorrow. And if it's here in time, we'll do an air frying thing, because I've been using my little convection oven, my Cuisinart convection, and it's like it cuts down with the convection. It cuts down the cooking literally in half, and it's crispy. I'm a big fan of the Instant Pot, as you all know. My house maybe orders something from Amazon every day. Who's saying that? Oh, yes. My house does, but the DJ doesn't, because this is the one I'm getting. Yeah, the Corsair.
So the show, Dan, is going to be can I air fry it?
Can I air fry it? Yes. And I wonder if you can air fry a smoothie. Gosh, I'm telling you.
I think we can absolutely try. I mean, why not?
Yeah, we're going to do a lot of stuff. I'm a big fan of that air fryer. Because again, I think I kind of know how it works, because I've been using the convection oven a lot more since I found out about these. But I poo-pooed them for a long time. I like saying poo-poo. If your kids do your kids ever do that? You say, you're going to do that. And they said, oh, you said duty. Kids ever do
yeah, absolutely. Especially little boys do that. right?
Yes, little boys, little girls. So Sophie Bell, who lets me make her sandwich, when she was little in the car, and she didn't know any bad words yet, and Matthew was just kind of picking on her, whatever, and she didn't know something to say, and so we still make fun of her. This is the worst she could come up with. She goes, "You are mean." You are mean. That was like her big insult. She's gotten much better at it. I'm telling you, Almond Milk is awesome.
So Dan, Ryan says he's not speaking at Podfest, but he's thinking, he says, "Hey, Deej, maybe we should start our own conference since we don't get to speak at Podfest." Boom.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll call it. I used to have the Deej Fest when I had my deli in New Jersey. By the way, as long as we're here, what can we talk about? Never stand still. So as long as you're just standing still, you might as well have some dumbbells playing around with. So, yeah, this isn't hurting my back too much because I have good posture right now. I had my first business, Ryan. I was 18, and somehow I took my the college money and I bought a butcher shop in the next town over, and before my parents could stop me. And I turned it into a deli. So I had DJ's Country Deli, and it was right on the corner. And so then once a year in the summertime, there was like a dead-end street next to it. Was a corner and a dead-end street. And all the policemen used to come to the place because I would get free coffee. By the way, that's why they go to Dunkin' Donuts. They don't love the donuts so much. It's free coffee. So the policemen used to come over. And so during one weekend in the year, they said, "Hey, block off that street." And so we had a block party. We'd have a band and all that stuff, and it was fun, and we would do whatever. And we called it the Deej Fest. And so it became big. It was like, "Oh, what are you doing with the fest this year?" And so it wasn't nearly as big as Podfest, but probably there would be space for you, Ryan, to speak at Deej Fest this year. Yeah, listen, think how easy it is. We sit around so much these days. Think how easy it is just to grab a couple of weights and just throughout the day, just do this. Gets your blood flowing. When was the last time you just it's summertime now, so we'll probably have more. When was the last time you just kind of sweat? It's fun to just sweat and feel good. Remember when you were a kid and you would run so much and you were just running and that your chest was exploding and you were like heaving and you wanted to keep on going, but it hurt in your chest. It was like you pushed yourself like a horse. A horse will run till they die. Like when you're kids, you do that. When was the last time you just went out and ran or rode a bike, for crying out loud? You know how good it is to ride a bike when you go downhill, the wind in your hair, the bugs in your teeth, you feel alive. And the whole idea is just getting blood flowing. Eventually, I'm going to actually take a breath, Chris Stone. What do you think of that?
I doubt it.
Yeah, so it's the easiest thing to do to stay in shape is get these dumbbells. And if you put them, like same thing with the weight bench, you got to put them in places that you will bump into them with your toes if you don't look for them, and then you'll use them. Even if all you're doing is picking them up to put them out of the way, that's better than nothing. Here's the thing: if you want self-improvement, this show's supposed to be about self-improvement, right? So keep the weight guys on there. Here's my secret for you starting a decent exercise program and eating right. Set the bar low. I mean, as low as you think. If you think you can do 10 push-ups, just plan on doing 1. That's it. Because the thought of doing, 20 or 100 or whatever you're planning on doing will kill you. Like you can't get out of bed thinking I have to get up out of bed and exercise. But if your thought is, man, I just got to do 1 push-up, you'll do 1 push-up. And you know what will happen? You'll wind up doing more. It'll just happen. If you in your job, if you have to make a cold call, just do 1. Just do 1. And you'll wind up doing more and you'll be better. Lower the bar, lower the bar, lower the bar. That's how you start your diet program. Oh, I can only have 1,500 calories. Find out how many calories you had yesterday and do 1 calorie less. That's my goal, to do 1 calorie less than I did yesterday. And if you can do that, right? And then you'll find yourself doing more. By the way, the way to lose weight, and this is coming from someone who has had zero schooling whatsoever. I mean, zero. I mean, less than zero, because I don't even believe them if they did tell me something in passing. So I know nothing. Don't take anything I'm about to say with any value whatsoever. So if you want to lose weight, get a book on losing weight. I'm looking for one right here. Here's one.
I've got one, Dan.
What do you got?
Do you have Leverage Your Mindset, Ricky Kalman? Because he lost a lot of weight, and that was a big part of his book.
Really?
I've got that in the carousel.
Yes, I do. So this is what you do. Get a diet book or any kind of book that talks about that. This guy actually, we got to have him on the show.
Absolutely.
We got to have him on the show. He's actually one of those. He's like Ryan. He's understated and smart, and you could feel wisdom coming at him. So get a book, and as you're reading the book, you're brainwashing yourself. You won't eat. I mean, you're too busy reading, and then you're like, well, that kind of makes sense, and so then you don't eat. And when you finish the book, get yourself another book. And the more you keep reading the book on how to lose weight, the less you will eat. That's how it works. And you're going to lose weight. It works, every time that I've tried it. But I am such peak physical condition right now. It's hard to imagine. It's hard
to imagine that you're at 80%. I'm scared when you're 100%.
I know. It's inhuman. Well, my 80% is, for mortal man, a little different. Okay, so what else do we have in the carousel that I want to play with? Chris Stone?
Well, we covered the weight bench. We got a lot of books in there. Let's see. Your planner. You've got a standing desk that I saw was
yes.
Really
Okay, that's really important. Bring up that standing desk. I actually don't have one yet because I'm a cheap bastard. But here's the thing. Whenever I do, let's put this over here. Okay. This is, whenever I do like standing up stuff, this is what I use. I use this, the ladder, and I have it set here, and I can stand. Of course, I could do my new amazing chair over there. But if you just do this 2 or 3 times a day, it's so much better for you. You told me that, standing is the new smoking?
Sitting is the new smoking.
Sitting is the new smoke, unless it's pot. Apparently, you're allowed to smoke pot, and that's good for you now. So you mean cigarette?
But we don't talk about that on Amazon.
Okay. So it's sitting is like the new smoking cigarettes, which I'd never understood the whole smoking cigarettes.
So this is very I paid a lot of money for my
he's
my
trying to get me off the topic.
I paid a lot of money for my Veridesk that I've got, and this is basically the same thing, and it's only $100.
Yeah, these things are great. They really are. In the old office that I was in before they kicked me out, several people in the offices had these, and they're really easy to manage. It's a little thing on the bottom, and you pull it up, and it goes down. And there's 2 levels there, so there's room for your tchotchkes. Some people say tchotchkes.
I say tchotchke. I see tchotchke. Yeah. It's kind of like
tchotchkes. It's different. Like a bar mitzvah is for boys and a bat mitzvah is for girls. But some people use the S, so some people it's a bas mitzvah. So it's a
what does tchotchke have to do with a bat mitzvah?
Well, tchotchke is a Yiddish word.
Is it really? How do you spell tchotchke?
I have no idea. I don't know how to spell, the.
So in my career in the music business, when we would create something for an artist as like a giveaway item, or like an artist, Bruce Springsteen would come out with an album, somebody would create like a frisbee for the new album or whatever. We would call those tchotchkes.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a question. Because why is it that a frisbee always looks bigger the closer it gets to you? Then it hit me. Stick with me, kids.
Some of these are only for him.
No, that was good. That was good stuff. Those quotes are unstoppable. Don't take anything I say with any value, Dean. Yeah, it's opposite day, Ryan. That's how it goes. All right, yeah, those stand-up desks, that's the best deal for your health and on Amazon. If you had a stand-up desk, one of those desks, what is it called? That thing that's in the carousel? I depend on Chris Stone way too much. Yeah, the Flexi Spot standing desk converter, 28-inch stand-up desk. If you had that, there's enough. You don't think it's big enough for all your tchotchkes. Excuse me, but you could probably fit, and it's strong enough to fit a Vitamix on there. Look at that. And so you could put your Vitamix on top of that desk, make yourself the world-class Pear, Almond Milk. What else was in here? Lemon yogurt smoothie. Oh, yesterday we made ice cream, which was good, but I discovered something new. If you make ice cream and you leave it long enough, Ryan, you might not know this, it turns into a milkshake. So after the show yesterday, I had a milkshake. All thanks to Chris Stone and the Vitamix. Do you have one, Ryan?
Ryan says he gets something from Amazon every day.
Chachi. Right, that's right. I wonder if he has a Sir Mix-a-Lot. I could grab, oh my gosh, you know what we haven't talked about? The Parrot of Blueness. We sell one of these every day. Should I actually, with the Samsung Q2U.
More than one a day. Yeah.
And the Blue Parrot. They really are good. By the way, we always talk about the nose. We always talk about the nose cancellating. Actually, there is a problem with this because a lot of times you'll put it like this, when you're talking to somebody, but this thing fits right in your nose. Look at that. I mean, so it's a flaw in the manufacturing. That's the only thing. But we always talk about the noise cancellating. The noise canceling functions of it, which is true. But what we don't talk about is the battery life is astounding. It will last longer than your phone. Where's my phone? Oh, here's my phone. Yeah, your phone will last like 24 hours. This thing lasts forever. It's just amazing. And it has its own song. So you combine this with the Blue Parrot. I don't know if I remember the song. Blue Parrot, it's clear as a bell. It'll work even if it fell on the ground. We're all after the same clear blue sound, whether by the inch or pound. Your ears could be square or round. Blue Parrot and Deej. I'm telling you, these are classics, Ryan. I can't believe you're not whistling them as you go to work. So you're not adding any commentary, Chris Stone.
I'm trying to. If I were to talk, I would be laughing at the same time.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I'm all alone. I need some people. This is the whole challenge with this whole fakakten, muzzle wearing, stayed home kind of thing. I need some people. Oh my gosh! This week on Friday, I was finally invited to come to another Rotary Club. I stopped doing Rotary Clubs because, you just go there and it's just kind of a fun thing. You can't really sell or anything. They're just fun guys or whatever. But then, everything went online. And so I said, so they invited me to go. It's in Alpharetta. I'll be there on Friday. It's fun for the whole family. Bring your kids. It's a little motivational talk that we're going to be doing over there for all those businessmen. And live in living color, the Deej will be there, and I'll see actual faces. I asked him about the mask wearing rule, and the guy laughed at me, and he said, well, listen, you could wear one if you want, but we're not going to be wearing one. So I am actually going to be able to see people and their responses and their facial expressions. And, I'm to the point that I don't even need a good reaction to me. I just need some reaction. That's what I need. Just something. But no, Chris Stone, you have to remain silent as if we're just, I'm in a desert and I'm all by myself speaking to a pineapple-looking soccer ball.
You remember that point where you said you may take a breath or not take a breath? I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for an opportunity to say something. And Ryan says you're not alone. And, of course, we'll always have Ricky.
You know what? I really want to meet Ricky. Ricky, where do you live? What part? If you don't want to give exact things, what state do you live in? And I won't be able to find you. What state? The muzzle don't hide eye rolls. Oh man, the muzzle don't hide eye roll. That's very good.
Well played.
Well done. Well done. I like a big eye roll. Daughters are really good with the eye roll. So I offered Sophie Bell one of these blue parrots because I wanted to get it for her. And she looked at
holding
it.
a baby? I think I was holding a baby in this video.
Well, you couldn't do that if you were holding your phone, you see. That's why you need the parrot of blueness. So I asked Sophie, do you want one? And she looked at it and, it goes over your head and, it ruins your hair, whatever it does. And she looks at me and she goes, under no circumstances will I wear that thing. And so not good. So she is a pro with the eye roll there, Richard. Richard, did your mother call you Richard when she was angry at you, Ricky? So my sister's name, most times I'm in a state of confusion. Oh my gosh.
Land of confusion. There's a lot of musical references going on here.
I asked him what state he was in, and so he said state of confusion.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Ricky, Chris Stone can't hang with us. So my sister, she has the most beautiful name in the world. Her name was, it's French, okay? So her name was Juliette Natasha Jourdain. It's gorgeous. And anyway, she married a guy. Now her name is Julie Klug. Horrible, Ricky. But my dad, when he yelled at me, was, Juliette! That's how you knew she was in trouble. I was, Danny, come here. That a freaking guy. So,
Dan, you know what? One thing I was going to mention, and I threw this in the carousel just because we sold a number of these the past couple of days. I was surprised at how many of these Black & Decker cordless mowers.
Well, they're awesome. That's why. I mean, is my little video up there?
Well, let me see if it's on this particular page.
There it is.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. We won't hear the sound, so you'll have to like talk
the commentator.
Yeah,
oh my gosh! Look how good looking this guy is when he's pushing this thing.
Yeah, it's almost like his back isn't hurting in this video.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that was the thing that ruined the back. So there we go. So welcome. This is my son's house, and there he is hanging out. You can see it's a perfect way to demonstrate that you don't have to pull the thing. We can pull it this way and that way. No oil or any gas leaks out. And to start it, it's as easy as pressing a button. Press that button, pull it back. You won't even hear it right now, but it's actually running. It's unbelievable. By the way, I'm wearing the blue parrot. If this video worked, you would hear me. I was like as loud as can be. But I'm going to go and get those clovers because those aren't 4-leaf clovers. They're just clovers. But this thing is like a clover killer. Look at that. Look at that. There was once clover there, and now it's gone. It's a land of clover. In the back, those little boxes, we made those boxes last year. Those are for tomatoes. We haven't planted the tomatoes yet, but soon they'll be coming. And by the way, Ricky, we're saving one for you. It's tomato time. We're just going to send them free for the state of confusion. But look at that, how it just go and just tears it up. The thing is,
I think people just love the fact that you're like out there in dress pants and a collared shirt mowing the lawn, like Ryan's talking about. And Ricky gave you a fantastic compliment. I think you need to read it.
That I'm a clover killer?
No. It's he's telling you
dye your hair jet back like Flex Seal. Oh my gosh, that would be a dream. I would love to have the Deej family of products. the Flex Seal Deej family of products. We need more. You got to find some sponsors for me. I'm telling you, if you give me a product that I can get behind, and I'm hoping the Fryer of Airness is going to be it, because I think that's awesome. But I like to get something outside that I can tape up my boat and go sailing and still have it not die. I love Flex Seal. I'm a big fan of the seal. Is that sold on Amazon?
I can look.
Okay, well, we don't have to do it now. We're coming to the end of the show. Don't go crazy. Listen, if you could hear me loud and clear, it's only because I am doing what it says to do in these books. You know, the goal, as far as I'm concerned, and what I told my children is, man, you don't need to be great all the time. You just need to be a little bit better than yesterday. And when I hire people for work, and for all my companies that I've had, the way I know if I'm going to get somebody good or not is I ask them this one simple question, and that is, tell me about your morning routine. And I don't really care what their morning routine is. Flex Seal products. You know what's good about it? You can fix anything. And if it doesn't work, you could add another Flex Seal product on top of it to make it work. But it's really great. But so I always ask these people, what's your morning routine? And if I don't care what it is, but I just care that they have one. So my morning routine is to wake up, and I wake up early now because for whatever reason, I wake up early now. I don't even know what the right reason is. But as long as you're up, you might as well get up. And I like getting up because I have an opportunity to see Ryan and Ricky, mostly Ryan. And anyway, but so I'll get up early. I'm thinking, and I think, first thing I say is thank you. And it's a great thing to do, just to wake up and say thank you, and to go to bed and say thank you, because it forces your brain to say, well, what am I thankful for? And then you're in like a spirit of gratitude for the rest of the day. And what I've taught my children is there's 3 great qualities: be gracious, be courageous, and kind. And so that puts you in the gracious, the being grateful right at the beginning. And then I read Think and Grow Rich. And you should too. And if you buy nothing else ever for the rest of your life, get yourself a copy of Think and Grow Rich. And don't just read it, but use it, study it, absorb it, and follow its tenets. I mean, here's somebody, I know he's 1 billion years old and he's dead and all that stuff, but he spoke to 500, top producers that built America, built it. And their habits are in here. There's just 13 habits and their qualities. And I'm telling you, the person who invented Flex Seal read this book. And any great company that you've ever seen, they've read this book. Any great product that you've seen out there that's gone to market and grown and become part of Americana, they've read this book. You should too. And that's the end of my preaching. But I think it sounded a lot like preaching, didn't it? So listen, thank you so much. I'm grateful for each and every one of you who stayed as long as you've stayed here and playing around with me on this show for as long as you have. There'll be another show tomorrow. It'll be an interview show with a great guy. And on Wednesdays we do that. And just remember, I wish nothing but good things to happen to you all for the rest of your lives. Please go ahead, eat well, live long, and prosper. We'll see you tomorrow. Go get them.